National Director of Mrs India Beauty Queen.
Let's go! Let's go!
Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Bir Kaur Dhillon, Mrs India Globe 2013. I have created and produced Mrs India Beauty Queen, a national event, since 2014. We have completed 6 seasons of Mrs India and 2 seasons of Mr India Manhunt. This year is going to be our 7th season of Mrs India. Well, ladies, I have been very fortunate to have worked with the country's finest fashion and pageant coaches and experts. Over the time, I have gained immense pageantry knowledge and experience. Having trained and judged and worked with hundreds of contestants, I have realized there is a very big gap between the knowledge and the training that is needed. 99% of the contestants who come to compete do not have any pageantry experience or any kind of professional pageantry training. In my channel, I hope to bridge this gap. I will be dealing with a lot of pageantry topics, pageantry tutorials, lot of your question and answers, and let's see if we can help you get pageant ready. Well, in today's video, we will be talking about Mrs. International Pageants. Once you've competed in the Mrs. India pageant, I'm sure a lot of you ladies want to take the next step, want to go to the next level. The next step would be the international pageant. We receive a lot of questions from you guys through our Facebook, Insta, and website. I would love to share my international pageant experience and try to answer some of these questions. So ladies, we are going to have some fun. Why don't you grab a cup of coffee or tea and join me? So the first question is, how do you participate in an international Mrs. Pageant? Well, this is a very relevant question. Most of the international pageants have their national directors appointed for every country. The job of the national director is to find the most suitable candidate. They usually organize national level events to select the winner. Most of the time, this is the norm. However, there might be some countries where they do not organize the pageant and the candidates are selected directly by the national director or directly by the organizers of the international pageant. The bigger pageants usually select the candidates through competition. So ladies, there are more than a dozen international Mrs. Pageants. Leaving a few of the bigger pageants, there are a lot of smaller pageants where you guys could apply directly through their website. Now the next question. What are the different criteria and different age groups? Well, the age groups in the international pageant is pretty much similar to what we have in the Mrs. India pageant. There are 2 categories, general category and the classic category. The general category starts from 18 to 50 years and the classic is usually 50 and upwards. The criteria for every pageant varies. The best way to find out about the criteria is to check their websites and go to the rules and regulations section. So very important, before you enter into any pageant, study the website thoroughly. Go through all the information that you can find on the website regarding the pageant before you take the plunge. The next question is swimsuit round compulsory? Well, this is a very common question and I get this question asked a lot. Well, the answer is Yes, there is a compulsory swimsuit round in almost every Mrs. Pageant. Now, the swimsuit we have to wear at the international competition is a proper swimsuit. You are not allowed to wear shorts and skirts and t-shirts along with the swimsuit. However, in the classic category, you will have to have a cover-up or a sarong. Do I have to answer in English? Just like every other pageant, English is the most common language because it is widely spoken and understood. However, you can choose the language to communicate. You are free to speak in any language, but you have to get your national director or the organizers to arrange for an interpreter. And please do this way ahead of time. Generally speaking, the international pageants cost a lot more than Mrs. India. I would say almost double or more. I'm going to try to give you guys a little idea about what is involved in an international pageant. What kind of a budget you guys need to plan before you could participate. Most of the time, the contestant pays for the international fees and the expenses. Some of the major expenses that I can think on top of my head are your fees, which is pretty high, 2,000 to 5,000 American dollars, followed by your wardrobe, your accessories, jewelry. It is up to you how much you want to spend on your wardrobe and accessorizing it. It could range anywhere from 2 to 4 lakh rupees. The third major expense are your travel cost, your visa, and other travel expenses. Not to mention training and your self and personal care expenses. There might be a lot of other hidden charges which we will have to do an exclusive video in the future. Next expense that I can think of are the charges once you reach the venue. Any services or products that you need once you reach the venue, you will end up paying for them. However, your fees does include your meals and your stay. Now the next question is makeup and hair free? Well, makeup and hair is not free at the international pageants. Usually at the Mrs. Pageant, all these expenses are covered by the organizer. However, at the international level, you will have makeup artists and hairstylists, but you will have to pay for these services. Makeup and hair usually costs $50 to $100 each. Do we have to pay for our photos and video? Well, from my experience, most of the time, you will have to pay for your photo shoots. You will have to pay for your personal video documentary as well. The next question is, what are the different rounds at the pageant? Almost every international pageant has the following 5 competition rounds. Your interview round, your photogenic round, your swimsuit round, your cultural or ethnic round, and the finale question and answer round. The next question is, do we have to have charity work experience for international pageants? Well, yes. It's really important you have a platform and a social cause that you can work on before the pageant. One of the most important responsibilities of an international beauty queen is to work for the underprivileged, get involved in community work, organize fundraisers, worked with the community, and have substantial charity work to prove your track record. The next question is, which are the most popular Mrs. Pageants? Well, internationally, I can think of 3 major pageant systems: Mrs. Globe, Mrs. World, and Mrs. Universe. Well, Mrs. India beauty queens have taken part in Mrs. Globe, Mrs. Universe, and a couple of other international pageants. Well, ladies, I hope I've answered a lot of your questions. And if you guys have any more questions, please send them to us. Well, if you've come so far, thank you so much for sticking with us. Thank you so much for watching this video. We will be back next time with another topic. Please like and subscribe, and bye for now. I am so tired. I am having a gummy bear break.